Verse 26, it says, esteeming the reproach of Christ, or Messiah, greater riches than the treasures in Egypt.
That's right. Greater riches than the treasure in Egypt. Just like the earlier verse said. You know, Moses chose to take the affliction of the children of Israel instead of having the sins of Egypt for a season. Okay? A lot of people are choosing the sins of this world for a season, man. This place is only short-lived.
That's right.
Okay? Let's say for the sake of argument that it's gonna go on for another 50 years. Lord willing it doesn't, but let's say it does. Okay? And you die. Okay? Just like brothers was bringing out earlier, man, or where I was, matter of fact, I was reading it, Salakia, in Maccabees chapter 7, man. How you die is how you come back to life again, man.
That's right. Just
like the brothers, man, they knew that what they were being crucified for, man. It wasn't just because you know, the white man was or whoever was in power at that time was just trying to torment them because they weren't trying to indulge in his laws. It was for the things that they were going off throughout the beginning of the foundation, man. Just like they said, we just like, matter of fact, get that Maccabees chapter 7. And you can start at verse 7.
Maccabees chapter 7.
Or second Maccabees.
Second Maccabees chapter 7. Boom. Start at verse which one?
You can start at let me see. Yeah. You can start at verse 7.
Okay, Maccabees 7, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it says, so when the first was dead.
Because a lot of people don't know about that encounter. Okay, they don't know about that encounter about the 7 brothers. So we're gonna bring out the fullness and the grit of it.
It says, so when the first was dead, after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished?
Will thou eat pork? Okay, and that pork is symbolic. These brothers, okay, are symbolic for the men, for the elect, okay, for the men of the Lord, and that pork is symbolic, okay, for not only the wickedness, but mainly for the chip. Okay. Go ahead.
They asked him, "Will thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body?"
Will you eat this pork before we dismantle you, limb from limb? Go ahead.
Verse 8. But he answered in his own language and said, "No."
Wait a minute. In his own language. What was his language? Hebrew.
That's right.
Paleo. Go ahead.
Wherefore he also received the next torment in order, as the former did. Verse 9. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, "Thou, like a fury, takest us out of this present life. But the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws, unto everlasting life." After him was the third made a mocking stock. And when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hand manfully.
That's right.
And said courageously, "These I had from heaven, and for his laws I despise them, and from him I hope to receive them again." Verse 12. Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage.
Right. They couldn't understand. They couldn't fathom. Okay. How brave these men were. How brave these boys were, man. Okay. One brother watched his brother die. The other brother, he was ready. The third brother was so manly, he was already ready. He had everything. I already know what you're gonna do. Let's get it on.
That's right.
Go ahead.
For that he had nothing regarding the pains. Verse 13. Now when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, It is good, being put to death by men, to look for hope from the Most High, to be raised up again by him.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead.
As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
That's right. As for you, there shall be no resurrection to life, man. Talking about the wicked, chiefly Esau. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Afterward they brought the fifth also, and mangled him. Then looked he unto the king, and said, Thou hast power over men, thou art corruptible, thou doest what thou wilt. Yet think not that our nation is forsaken of the Most High.
Yep. Think that the Lord don't still have his hand on us, man. Don't think for a second. Go ahead.
But abide a while, and behold his great power.
That's right. Go ahead.
And how he will torment thee and thy seed.
You and your seed, Esau. Okay.
That's right.
And the rest of the heathens. Go ahead.
Verse 18. It says, After him also they brought the sixth, who being ready to die, said, Be not deceived without cause. For we suffer these things for ourselves.
This is the point. Okay. We suffer these things for ourselves. Go ahead.
Having sinned against our God.
Having sinned against our God. As a nation. As a people. Okay. Go ahead.
Therefore marvelous things are done unto us.
Therefore marvelous things are done unto us, because we went against the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Not just as those brothers, but as a whole. Okay?
Right.
Go ahead.
But think not that thou that takest in hand to strive against the Most High power, that thou shalt escape unpunished.
Right. Don't think that because you're doing this to us, that you're going to escape unpunished. Don't think that because we went off, okay, and the Lord is correcting us, chastising us, and punishing us, that because that gave you the right to do what you did. Your punishment is coming as well.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. But the mother was marvelous above all, and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain with the space of one day, within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage, because of the hope that she had in the Lord. Verse 21. Ye shall exhort every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up
That's right. She probably said in Hebrew, man, my sons were men amongst men. You know? And what matter of fact, she gonna say what she has to say. Go ahead.
Filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her mannish thoughts, or womanish thoughts, with a manly stomach, she said unto them, I cannot tell you how you came in. I cannot tell how you came into my womb.
Okay, we're starting to go into something else, but we're gonna break it down because this is for women out there who feel like they gave birth. Okay, that accounts for something. Okay, women always trying to tell their children or their sons, I gave you life. Well, that's a spiritual woman who knew of the Lord. Okay. And matter of fact, this same scripture even gave her praise, man.
That's right.
Okay? And what does she have to say about the children that were in her womb? Start that from the same verse you started.
Verse 22. I cannot tell you how you came into my womb.
She cannot tell how these men came into her womb. She didn't. Matter of fact, that's going into something different. We're gonna stop that right there. Okay.
Okay.
Give me. Give me Matthew 10 and 22. But yeah, basically, man, we are out here trying to proclaim the name of the Most High, man.
That's right.
Okay? The elect are gonna do so, man. And for that, you're gonna catch hell, man. The world's gonna be against you. The things that you love to do, you're gonna hate. The things that you wanna do, you can't do. Okay? But through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man, if you are the elect, man, this is not grievous to you. This is a light thing to you, man.
That's right.
The majority of things that you can't do, no, all the things that you can't do is the reason why you're gonna lose your life if you continue to do them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, brothers are, they always wonder, why they catch so much hell. It's 50-50, One side is chastisement. The other side, hey, you just gotta accept it. You going off on something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's up to you to find out what it is. Maybe it's something that you know that you just can't stop doing. Repent about it, and let it be done with. Move forward. But you know what it is. If you constantly catching hell, okay, you constantly being afflicted, man. You 9 times out of 10, it's something that you're doing wrong, man.
Okay.
And matter of fact, I'll even give it a better. I'll even say 50% chance, because a lot of times Jake do catch hell, man. Just for refinement. But then on the other hand, it's because maybe you need a lot more refinement.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a lot more that you have to key into to get yourself right.
That's right. You ready for it or no?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be Matthew chapter 10 verse 22, and it says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake."
That's right. You shall be hated of all men for Yahweh's name's sake. Why? Because we're doing the same thing that Yahweh did, man. We're proclaiming the name of the Lord, and we're condemning the world, man.
That's right.
The world does not want to be condemned. The world wants to be left alone. They want to like Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, man. They feel like there's no such thing as the Lord, okay? And they feel like their time is short, and they want to leave a name and an ordinance in the world, man. That's all. That's all the heathen. That's all 2/3 of Jake want to do, man. They want to be left alone. They don't want us out here telling them that you need to get right. And I'm talking about Israel. You need to get right. You need to get back into the scriptures. You need to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and you need to seek the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Jake don't want to hear that, and the heathens don't want to hear that you are stubble and you're going into slavery, boy.
That's right. They don't want to hear that for the simple fact, 2/3 or Jake don't like authority, period.
Okay.
They don't like being told what to do. They don't like having somebody that's going to be over them or set above them, And then at the same time, the heathens, man, they heathens. You're going to be destroyed anyway, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Mm-hmm. Just like the Lord said, just like the scriptures say, you are counted as spittle or a drop of a bucket. You mean nothing. You're counted less than nothing. Okay?
That's right. Go ahead.
So with this part right here, it says, "But he that endureth to the end shall be saved."
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Not the end of today, not the end of next week, not to the end of your woes, your troubles. Because Jacob sit up here and think that they catching hell as a sign, and then as soon as that particular hell is over, that they've been delivered. They've been delivered out of their evil and out of their persecution, man. That's not what it means, man. The end is to the end. Okay? Until the last prophecy has been fulfilled, and Yahweh Shai has placed a crown upon your head.
That's right.
Stating that you are one of the elect. Okay, the end is the end. Okay, the end of this world that we know today, the end of this civilization, and the ushering in of the new kingdom.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty much it on that one, brother. That's all.
But yeah, you know, we kind of strayed away. Try to come back to you know, basically the elect, man. It's troublesome times right now. Okay, if you've been in the truth for a while, you know the difference. And for brothers that are just coming in, man, the times are a lot greater. Okay, the troubles are a lot greater in these times than say 3, 4, 5, maybe for some 10, for others 30. Okay, it's a lot different from those times, and it's continuing to get worse and worse and worse. And the more toil and the more burdens that and the more iniquities that are placed upon the world, man, shit travels downhill, man.
That's right.
Okay, the more that serpent feels the heat, man. He's gonna continue to bring it down upon the nation of Israel, and you know the blunt of the blunt of the sword, so to speak, is going to be placed on the men of the Lord.
That's right.
Because 2/3 are going to continue to be who they are in this world. Okay, and they're going to continue to strive to be like Master. Okay, so they're going to comply. But the majority of the laws that Esau is creating and setting on the world, man, is particularly to make the children of the Most High go off.
Okay.
So the men of the Lord are going to reject those things that Esau is implementing. Okay, so it's going to get harder for us. Okay,
a lot harder.
It's going to get well, like brothers keep saying, man. It's going to get to the point where brothers is going to start losing jobs. Brothers is going to have to start, you know, sharing rooms, sharing homes. Okay, sharing transportation. Okay, it's gonna get to the point where your comfort zone is no longer comfortable anymore.
Yep.
Okay, and that's why we was going into this, to let you know that this is all for the sake of the elect, man, being reproved and refined, man.
That's right.
Okay, so you know, did you have something to go into? So basically, man, continue to stay sharp, man, and stay in this truth. Stay in the word, okay? Continue to fight.
Most of all, continue to fight.
Okay? Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai.